Hey guys, this is Jeff with eljefereviews, bringing you something a little different today. I went ahead and asked my friends and family on Facebook what their favorite video games and games to play when they were kids. So they went ahead and answered, gave me a few different answers about different things they like to play, different games, different systems and stuff. So I narrowed it down just to the video games of what they answered and what got the most votes. So I'm going to give you guys the top 5 and, you know, kind of take you back down memory lane on some of these awesome old school games. So let's start at the bottom of the list, which was, surprisingly, it would be Street Fighter 2. So yeah, listen to that. Yeah, that really takes me back, man. Enjoy a little gameplay here for you guys.
Round 1, fight! Tiger uppercut! Tiger! Tiger! Tiger uppercut! Tiger! 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 You win!
We had a tie for number 4. This one is going to be between Double Dragon and Final Fantasy. Those are 2 awesome games. I played those myself, especially Double Dragon on NES. That I spent way too much time playing that game. Spent some time playing Final Fantasy 3 as well. Not as much. I wasn't a big RPG guy back then, so just wasn't my thing. But an awesome game nonetheless, as well as Final Fantasy 7. We played that on PS1. So go ahead and check out these clips. Let's see what you guys think. Alright, so in the number 3 spot, we have Mario Kart 64. This is one of my personal favorite games of all time. I mean, I liked Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo as well. I had that one as well. But with the 64, it was so much more fun. The graphics were improved, the gameplay was improved, more tracks. Everything was much more crisp and clean. You had more, you know, you could do more with the game. So I really enjoyed that one. You know, just listening to the sounds of the game starting up always take me back. You know, I know a lot of you guys still have your 64s and stuff. I don't have mine anymore. I use the Project 64 emulator on my PC to play these games. But yeah, go ahead and check this out. Take you down memory lane again. So in the number 2 spot, we have The Legend of Zelda. I personally thought this would have ended up being number 1, but no, this one is number 2 on this list. Legend of Zelda, there's been so many. You had The Legend of Zelda, you had The Adventures of Link, Twilight Princess, The Ocarina of Time. What they just come out with, The Breath of the Wild. I mean, this series is still ongoing. Not to mention all the different, franchises, all the toys and the products and the amiibos and action figures. I mean, there's so much to this. It's such a deep, deep game. Every time I hear the music to it, it takes me back, man, to when I was a kid, and I had that gold Zelda cartridge, to put in our original Nintendo. It takes me back every time, man. So enjoy a little bit of this gameplay here. All right, and now for a couple of honorable mentions before we get to our number 1 game. On the honorable mentions list, we have Metroid, of course. That was an incredible game. I remember when when it was revealed that she was a female, and all the gamers went nuts over that. So that was pretty crazy. The other one was Killer Instinct. Surprisingly, in my list, that came up a couple times. I love that game. I used to love doing those combos. That was back in the Mortal Kombat, fighting game era. So yeah, that was another really cool game. I really like those characters. Last but definitely not least, at the number 1 spot is Super Mario Brothers. Now this is encompassing the original one on NES, Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. Mario 64, everything that's come between and since. That game for me started all. That was the first system that me and my brother Alex saved up our money to actually buy that system at Toys R Us. And I remember it cost us around $240. I'm not sure what that would be, how much that would be nowadays, but that was back in, I think, 88 or 89 or something. And it was... that was one of the, playing Super Mario Brothers, just hearing that music the first time, just, playing that game. I still remember that clearly. It's one of those things where I was like, wow, this is awesome. Because prior to that, all we would play was like Pac-Man, and my cousin Javier had Atari, and we would play, like Pitfall and Space Invaders and stuff like that, which was cool. That stuff was cool too. It was just different. It was just something new that to us as kids in the 80s was just incredible. But go ahead and enjoy a little bit of this footage, and we'll take a walk down memory lane together. this is not by any means a definitive, top 5 list. This is just a list of a quick survey I did amongst my friends to let me know which games, that they like best from back then. I want to give special thanks to all my Facebook friends who put in their input as far as what all their favorite games were. Also want to give a special thanks to NES Guide, SNES Guide, N64 Guide, and Jefe X Grenade on YouTube. I'll be leaving links to their channels in the description box below. Those were the sources for the video clips that I used for this video. If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit like. If you'd like to see more stuff like this on my channel, let me know down in the comments. And if you like what I do, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and show your support to the channel. Also, feel free to follow me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all at eljefereviews. And I will see you guys in the next video.